Here's a psychology fact you're not ready for. The quietest person in the group is often the one who notices the most and says the least. Most people think silence means shyness, awkwardness, or insecurity. But psychologists say something very different. People who stay quiet in groups usually have rare psychological traits that most others don't have, traits that make them powerful, misunderstood, and sometimes feared without even speaking. Your relationships, your interactions, and even the way people treat you. All of it changes when you understand what silence really means. But here's where it gets even worse. People don't overlook the quiet one because they don't notice them. They overlook them because they can't read them. And the human brain hates anything it cannot predict. Silence makes people uncomfortable, not because of the quiet person, but because of what their silence reveals about everyone else. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. Quiet people aren't quiet because they have nothing to say. They're quiet because they don't waste words. Psychologists call this selective social engagement, a rare ability where someone speaks only when something truly matters. Their brain is wired to observe first, understand second, and respond last. And here's where it gets interesting. They notice micro behaviors while everyone else in a group talks to be heard. Quiet people study tone shifts, eye movements, fake smiles, and hidden tensions. They pick up the details others ignore. Their mind is constantly analyzing, decoding, and connecting dots in real time. This is why quiet people often understand the group dynamic better than the people talking the most. They think before they speak. Psychologists call this cognitive filtering. Before a quiet person says anything, the thought has already gone through a mental quality check. Is this meaningful? Is this necessary? Will this create conflict? Is this the right moment? Most people speak to fill silence. Quiet people speak to add value. They're highly empathic but guarded. Here's the truth. Quiet people feel deeply, sometimes too deeply. They sense energy, moods, and emotions instantly. Their empathy is powerful, but also exhausting. So they protect it by choosing silence over performing socially. They don't open up to everyone, and that makes others curious and sometimes insecure. They're more independent than people realize. Quiet people are not antisocial. They're self-sufficient. They don't need constant validation, constant attention, or constant noise. They enjoy their own company because that's where they think clearly, recharge, and become the best version of themselves. Their silence is a defense mechanism, not in a weak way, but in a strategic way. Instead of reacting impulsively, they watch. Instead of getting dragged into drama, they detach. Instead of exposing their vulnerabilities, they protect their inner world. This is why their silence can feel intimidating. It shows restraint, control, and emotional discipline. They are often the deepest thinkers in the group, while others talk about small things. Quiet people think about patterns, motivations, and meaning. They mentally step back and see the bigger picture. Their minds run deeper, slower, and sharper. And because of this, they often find solutions that loud people never even notice. They don't need to prove themselves. Here's a hard truth. People who talk the most often talk to win approval. Quiet people don't care. They don't compete for attention. They don't chase validation. Their confidence is internal, not performative, and that makes them appear mysterious, powerful, and unpredictable. They observe red flags instantly. Psychologists say quiet people have a heightened threat detection system. They notice inconsistencies, manipulative behaviors, hidden intentions, and subtle changes in attitude. While everyone else is laughing or chatting, the quiet one is silently taking notes. And here's something wild. Most of the time, their instincts are right. They form deeper connections. Quiet people don't have many friends, but the ones they do have are meaningful. They value depth over attention, loyalty over popularity, and authenticity over performance. Their circle is small because they choose quality, not noise. Silence makes them more powerful. The less a person speaks, the more people listen. When they finally do, quiet people subconsciously train others to take their words seriously. Their silence creates impact because it's rare, and rarity always commands respect. If that hits you, good. It means you're not actually quiet, you're more aware. more observant, and more emotionally intelligent than people give you credit for. If you want to embrace your quiet nature instead of fighting it, start with this: stop apologizing for your silence. Start owning it. Your quietness isn't a weakness, it's a psychological superpower. Use it to study people, protect your energy, think deeply, and speak with purpose, because in a world full of noise, the quiet person is the one everyone remembers.